everyone, my name is Cynthia, and I am the Audiophiliac for the day. Steve asked me to make a video on how I became an audiophile, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. At the end of the video, I'm also going to include 2 music reviews, so stay tuned. So, how I became an audiophile. So, when I first listened to my friend's sound system, I was absolutely amazed. I had no idea what music could sound like until I listened to that. Obviously, except for if you're in a live concert in person, listening to that performer and them actually being on stage. You know, that would be the top. But the next best thing, absolutely, is an audiophile system, because you can actually hear that performer and it sounds like they're in your home. And when I heard my friend's system for the first time, I was blown away. I would say that I've always loved music. You know, I started playing the piano when I was 4. I've always sang, started playing guitar in junior high and some other various instruments, and I love playing music. And the love of playing music got me into listening to classical music and appreciating classical music. And also, I've always listened to classic rock and old country, blues, Motown, things from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that my parents listened to, because that's what I grew up on. You know, my parents were probably 10 years older than a lot of my friends' parents. So a lot of the stuff that my friends would listen to and that they grew up on is a lot different than what I grew up on for that reason. And so I grew up listening to Santana, Alan Parsons Project, ELO, Heart, you know, you name it. And I love that music. I inherited my mom's vinyl collection, so I have all of that, plus vinyl collection that some of the vinyl that my friends have given me, and just things that I've collected. And, you know, nothing beats that, listening to that vinyl record. And as far as how I became an audiophile, I've always liked to listen to the best recordings, whether it had been like a CD or MP3 file. I'd always try to find the best version of whatever it was I listened to. So, you know, I heard my friend's sound system, and at that point, I was like, I've got to get some Magnepan speakers. I've got to get my own sound system, my own tube phono preamp, my own turntable that's this good, because the turntable I was using at the time probably was damaging my records. I mean, no doubt it was damaging my records. So I definitely at that point had to get a new turntable. So I got the Rega Planer 6 with an Ania cartridge. I have Magnepan 1.7 I's. My friend has 3.3, so that's what got me into getting the Magnepans. I have a Pass X2 preamp that my friend gave me. I have a Jolita JD92 phono stage, that's all tube. I have a Jolita Fusion DAC transport, which I actually just got this week. I was using an Emotiva ERC3, and that was also phenomenal. But I just wanted all tube as far as my transport DAC went, so I got that. And you can hear so much more, it's just amazing. And for my 2 amplifiers, I have 1000 watt XPA1 Gen 2s by Emotiva. They don't make those anymore. They just discontinued them recently, and they are so heavy. They're like, I think they're like 70 pounds, but they're so powerful, and these Maggies just suck power, so it just sounds phenomenal. I've never heard anything like it. So I became an audiophile by getting into listening to my friend's sound system and just enjoying music that my parents listened to, and enjoying it in a way that a lot of people don't, because they'll get distracted doing other things. And when I listen to music, I really like to actually focus on what I'm listening to and just enjoy it. So that's that. And now that I've explained my system to you, I'm going to show you a couple of music reviews of things that I like that are from my generation, but I think that any generation can really appreciate. The first one is this Saudade album. Saudade is a Portuguese word for an emotional feeling of melancholy or nostalgia, and that is really common in the Brazilian culture. And this particular album has a mix of songs in English, Portuguese, French, and Italian, and it's just so beautiful. Just the vocals, the instruments, there's some electronics in it as well, and it's just, it doesn't really have a genre that defines it. The album was inspired by bossa nova and by other types of music like jazz, and so it's kind of a fusion of different things that just came together so beautifully, and it's a must listen to, I have to say. The last track is my favorite. It's Depth of My Soul by Shawna, Halligan, and she just has a really pretty voice. I highly recommend this album. This is a 180 gram vinyl version. And then the other music review is going to be on Act 1 by Marion Hill. Marion Hill is an electronic band, and generally I don't go for electronics, or electronic music, but they're really good. They're really talented at what they do. Marion Hill is not the name of the girl that sings. Samantha Gongol is the name of the girl, and then her partner in the band is Jeremy Lloyd, and he does all of the keyboards and synth and everything, and he's really talented. She has beautiful vocals, and they just put it all together, and I really recommend listening to this. At least listen to their hit, which is Down. It's the first one on this album. It's got piano, vocals, and then some electronic, and it's really hip. I really like it, and I highly recommend it. Anyways, I thank you for watching, and I will be at the Rocky Mountain Audio Fest this October, so I hope to see you there if you have tickets or if you plan on going. This is Cynthia, and I am the Audiophiliac for the day.